Hello, I am Aiden Luciano, a current senior at Malden High. I'm joined with the amazing Malden Superintendent, Dr. Lahia Noriega Murphy. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. This is an honor.
Anytime. So let's get right to it and let's talk about the beginning of your term as superintendent. What were your goals, plans, hopes?
Great. So I have to say that it has been an honor to be the superintendent of the Malden Public Schools. I have to say that I enjoyed the 3 years here. But my first day when I arrived, it was interesting because I went to a building and I started to meet people. If you don't remember, all my interviews were via Zoom and the entire hiring process was via Zoom. So when I came here, it was so strange to see people like a 3D now in real life, real time. But it was beautiful to meet people. The first person that I met was Miss Shirley Dorai, who is my executive assistant, and she had a nice gift bag for me with pens, pencils. It was so adorable. So that was designed to me that was going to be in a beautiful place. Then I went to my office, and of course it was the basement, which didn't last that long. I moved to the third floor, but I was nervous, and I met the mayor when he called me like at 1 o'clock. He told me we were going to go and serve ice cream in the Malden Public Library. I met him at City Hall, my first time in this new, beautiful City Hall. I was here before for DESI, and I remember the old City Hall. So it just gave me this hope that Malden was in this amazing transition for a futuristic education and movement. And I have to say that I enjoy serving ice cream, enjoy meeting with families, and when I saw all the books that families were selecting, I knew it was going to be a book about literacy. And the goals have not changed in the last 3 years. Our focus has been literacy, numeracy, and reducing chronic absenteeism. But I was so excited, I have to tell you. I'm still excited about working.
City Hall did get a massive upgrade. It did.
Yes.
Facelift and a half. Now, also at the beginning of your term, I believe my sophomore year, there was a huge student walkout. Did it change your ideas or perspectives on the student body or your job?
I actually grew my appreciation for students. Student voice is something that I really love and appreciate. As you know, every time students want to meet with me, I'm open, available. When I heard about the students walking out because of what was going on with the contracts, which for the record, I inherited a budget, but in that note, I wanted to meet with the students. My goal was to actually come with my team, my assistants to the school and talk to them, but I was called by the mayor to go to City Hall and meet the students over there. I went to City Hall, and to my disappointment, I was not allowed to go and talk to all of you because I love to talk to students. I know students wanted to talk about the teachers, the contracts, and I respect that 100%. I would never change anything except to actually have the opportunity to meet in a forum and be able to address all the concerns and be able to have a dialogue. That's the only part I miss.
So we're now closing in your last year of superintendent. What do you think your greatest accomplishments are?
I think there are a lot of them. One thing that I really want to say is my relationship with students, parents, a lot of educators. I feel so welcome every time I go to buildings. I get hugs. I have received flowers. When I am sick, I get arrangements, which is great. I would say the names of people, but it's a lot of groups in there, the nurses, custodians, everybody. And I think the accomplishment has been that our data shows the improvement that we have made. For the high school, we set up the high school into a successful pathways, especially with MassCore. As you know, when I came here, we were not meeting time on learning. The graduation requirements were different, and we needed to be aligned with the state. I always believe that if we follow the rules, everything would be fine and it would be great. So my biggest accomplishment, I think, is the rapport that I built with a lot of people, including the educators, including the parents, and a lot of people in the community that I love and respect, and I have to say thank you so much for your support. So I think that's I feel very accomplished as a Latina, as a person who was surprised to be a superintendent in Malden, but happy to be at Malden.
Very inspirational. Now, one main topic I believe everybody wants to talk about is the issues with the teachers union. What do you think you would have done differently, or how do you think it should have gone about?
I think that is how contracts are negotiated in Malden. It was new to me because we usually had a lot of meetings with the union before that. I had to say that I had great respect for President Gesualdo, and she knows that even when things happen, we never stop talking. We move forward after the negotiations. It was just different how it's handling here. I would probably change it if we had to do it again in terms of having small groups of teachers and small groups of different units, just talking about what concerns they have and take it from there. So I think that my advice, if you're not asking me, what I say is to start breaking down the contract in small groups and listen to people. I went to schools and I was able to listen to teachers talking about the concerns, but I will do it differently, taking more of the lead as superintendent. And I know it's not the way it's handling here, but I would love to change it if that was possible, if there was a possibility. But I have to say I had great respect for the union. Even after people say we were not talking, we always talk. We have to move a lot of things in the agenda with great respect, and I appreciate the voices of people. People raise their concerns about how they were feeling, but at the end of the day, we all have a role to play with respect, and we were able to move a lot of things out of the agenda because we talk still.
Now to move on from one touchy subject to the next. Your contract is not being renewed. Did it come as a surprise to you? Do you think it was the right choice of the school committee?
It's still a surprise to me. Something that was said to me, it was two things. One was that it was because of the relationship with the MEA, which I don't know really what that meant. And the other is that the chair shared with me, yes, I had a meeting with the co-chair, that they thought about renewing it for one more year, but they thought I was going to feel offended if that can't happen. So I don't know how you can let me go when you were thinking of planning to extend it for one more year. So far, as of today, I have not received a single concern about me as a superintendent, as a person. So contracts come to an end, let me put it that way. And if they wanted to end it, they had the right to do it. It's 3 years. I would like to actually know why, really. My evaluation is something that I ask for every single year. As a person who serves with a teaching license, a superintendent license, I have to be evaluated every single year, just like any other educator. That's a DESI regulation. I'm sad that didn't happen, and even the only evaluation that I received was not done the right way at the end when one person tried to make the tally instead of the entire body. And I have concerns about that because once again, as an educator superintendent, I have to be evaluated every year, held accountable like anybody else in the district. All the teachers go through this, anybody who holds a certification by DESI. So that was one thing that I'm very disappointed, and I hope that with the new person, is treated in a fair way, in a very fair way, that they have to do the evaluation. My goals have always been transparent and presented to the school committee and to the community. We had open forums for many things. Transparency is something I appreciate, and I hope that will happen with the new superintendent.
Cross our fingers.
I'm always in good spirit because I always believe that people are here to do the right thing. And to me, the right thing is always what is best for students, for staff, and for the community.
Now, my last question, what will you miss in Louisville?
I am going to miss everything. I have to say, oh my goodness, you guys are part of my family. I just have to say, when I go to the buildings and the faces of the students, the staff, The principals are outstanding, so I will miss the whole thing. The dynamic in Malden, I will miss that. Where I'm going to go, I still to be determined. I want to be selective. I don't want to go just to another job. As I said when I was being interviewed, I didn't leave Boston for so many years, 27 years in there, just to be a grasshopper and go to different locations. So wherever I'm going to be, I want to be a service to families, to students, and to give the best I can. Malden, I love you, and I think I did a good job for you. You did a great job changing my life, supporting me, and always be part of my life. You are part of my experience in here. I grew a lot. I learned a lot from you, and I'm going to miss you, all of you. Yes.
All right, that's it for now. Thank you, Ms. Noriega, for joining me, and good luck with
Thank
your future
you.
plans. See you again. I'm Aiden Luciano with Dr. Lahia Noriega Murphy. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Bye.